Hi, Dr. Jason Karp here. I'm often asked how I got started in this career. And for me, it actually all started when I was a kid and I ran my first track meet in 6th grade. Ever since then, I've been fascinated with the science of athletic performance. And even as a kid, I used to wonder, how can one person run faster than another, or jump farther than another, or throw a shot put or discus farther than another? And these questions still interest me today. So I've spent a lot of years studying just that. And over the years, I've developed a few keen interests in this field. One is in muscle physiology, and another is in cardiovascular physiology. The heart is the most fascinating muscle of the human body. One elegant adaptation to aerobic endurance training is that you can increase the size of the left ventricle of the heart. The left ventricle is the most important of the 4 chambers of the heart because it's responsible for pumping blood and oxygen to everywhere in the body except the lungs. The right side of the heart is responsible for pumping blood to the lungs to pick up oxygen, and then the left side of the heart is responsible for pumping blood and oxygen everywhere else in the body. So the left ventricle is normally the largest chamber because that's what's pumping blood out through the aorta and eventually to the rest of the body. So if you do a lot of aerobic endurance training, especially interval workouts, you can increase the size of the left ventricle of the heart so that the chamber can hold more blood. If it can hold more blood, it can pump more blood. And how much blood that the left ventricle pumps with each beat is called the stroke volume. So I always joke around with people that I say, as a distance runner, I have a great capacity to love because I have a larger heart and I have a large stroke volume. The ladies always love that line. But you can think about this adaptation as stressing the heart and what the heart does in response to working at its maximum capability to do its job. So if you go on the treadmill or you go to a track and you repeatedly run at the heart's maximum capability to do its job, you run at your maximum stroke volume, your maximum heart rate, and your maximum cardiac output, the amount of blood pumped by the left ventricle of the heart per minute, then the heart responds by making adaptations to assuage that threat because it's threatening for the heart's survival to always be running at its maximum capability to do its job. So what an elegant adaptation the heart makes, that when you repeatedly run at the maximum capability of the heart to do its job, it increases the size of its left ventricle so it can hold more blood and subsequently pump more blood. And that adaptation is called left ventricular hypertrophy, or hypertrophy or growth of the left ventricle of the heart. What a great adaptation that the heart makes. So go out, and next time you go out and run, you know you're doing something great for your heart. For more information, visit my website at runcoachjason.com.